Caitlin, where are you? Stop playing around and come home now. I'm going shopping with my friends, so drive me there. If you understand, pick me up in 5 minutes. What? Linda? Come on, hurry up! 4.5 minutes left. Sorry, I'm in LA. Huh? LA? As I told you the other day, I'll be in LA from today to tomorrow, so I can't drive you. Excuse me? You're going sightseeing in LA without doing a favor to me, your husband's mother? No, it's not sightseeing, it's part of my job. You're not working. No, I do write novels for a living. It's just a poem for fun, a hobby anyway. I'm sure the money for this LA trip is coming from Robert's earnings. You're a wife and you're going sightseeing without your husband. How cheeky. No, this time it's a work-related expense paid by the other party. Don't lie obviously when you're not working. A housewife has no work-related expenses. I'm not lying. I'll make sure to tell this to Robert. Yeah, I don't mind. Huh? He knows. That means you told him and he was against it, but you forced to go to LA. No, he said it's okay. Don't lie. You're just making it up as you go along and pretending that he said yes. Oh my, such a no-good wife. I wonder why such a troublesome and useless wife came to our family. Before you got married, you seemed a bit timid. You tricked me, you evil wife. I don't think I've changed compared to the time before I got married. Don't talk back to me. Maybe it's time to get divorced, huh? Divorce? Yes, that's right. You're so bad at being a wife that there's nothing left to do. Tomorrow, when you get back from LA, I'll start retraining you. Retrain? Listen, this is your last chance. I'm going to be very strict with you, so be prepared. Okay. Linda, please give me back my laptop. It has important writing data in it. That's why I took it away from you. Because of this thing, you think yourself as a great novelist. You sit in front of the computer and type all day long, doing meaningless things. I've found out in the past few days that it's the biggest obstacle in the way of your training. I told you that novel is my job. I guess I'll have to start by eliminating that delusion. You know what? I'm confiscating this computer. Please don't do that. I have a deadline coming up and I need to work on it. It is more troublesome that you are a bad wife. Listen and obey me. If you disobey me, I'll destroy this computer and make you divorce. Robert, I'm sorry to bother you when you're working. Can I talk to you?
Yup, I'm on my break. What's wrong?
Your mother took away my laptop.
What?
I've saved all my writing data up until yesterday in the cloud. I was about to back up the last chapter which I was writing today when she took my laptop. I tried to rewrite it on my subcomputer, but she took that away too. I tried to get them back, but she said she would destroy my computers if I disobeyed.
So she has both of your computers?
Yeah, I could write on my phone, but it would slow me down, and I don't know if I could meet the deadline.
That's not good. Your deadline is the day after tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take care of that, but damn, she keeps bullying you and now she's interfering with your work? She's turning into a monster as the years go by. What a pain in the ass.
She does it when you're not around.
Sounds like so. I've already caught it all on the cameras. After my dad passed away, you thought of her and agreed to move in, and now she disrespected you?
Robert, thank you.
Huh?
For being on my side. If you hadn't been here, I would have lost my heart long ago.
Don't worry, I'll always be on your side. What's the point of being a husband if you don't protect your own wife?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But seriously, maybe it's time to move on.
Time for what?
Caitlin, You should get out of that house now.
What?
Do you have money for the train to San Diego?
Yeah, it's about $35 one way, so I'll be fine.
Okay, I'll arrange a place to stay. Oh, and the computer. I don't think I can get them back.
It looks like they're in your mother's room, so it might be a little difficult.
Well, I'll ask the editorial office if I can bring one.
Hey, Robert.
I'll take care of everything else.
Well, thanks, but I think she's watching outside my room. If I try to go outside, I'm sure she'll say something and take me back in.
I see. Then I'll call my mom. If I tell her I'm going to talk about something I don't want you to hear, she'll go into her room. You can come out when you're ready.
Okay. I'll hurry up and pack my stuff. Can you give me about 10 minutes?
Okay, call me when you get to the station. I'll pick you up. We'll talk about the future then.
Yeah, okay. Caitlin! I thought you were stuck in your room all afternoon. Where the hell did you go? Answer me. If you disobey me, I'll have you get divorced. I'm already divorced. What? Didn't you hear from Robert? Since you wanted us to divorce so badly, we've discussed and did so. We've already done the paperwork. It was accepted without any problems, so I'm no longer his wife. Oh, really? What's the matter with you? You're acting so fast all of a sudden. You're usually a slow learner, but you had guts, didn't you? I still have some things left over there, so I'll go get them when you're not around. I'm sure you don't want to see each other's faces. Well, okay, I'll accept it. It's a bad look to leave ex-wife's personal belongings behind. So thank you very much for everything, even if it was only for a short time. I see that Robert has finally realized that this marriage was a mistake. That's my son. I don't think we'll see each other again, but take care. Yes, goodbye. Robert! I heard that you got divorced.
Mom.
That's my son. I'm glad you understand how your mom feels. That no-good novelist-like woman deserves to be divorced by you. I'm making a dinner for you tonight to celebrate your divorce. I'll be waiting for you with roasted beef, your favorite.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm done with work. I'm going home now.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking of introducing you to the right young lady for your next marriage. Come home soon. Robert! Hey, where did you go? When I woke up this morning, all your stuff was gone. Did you go on a trip somewhere? I didn't hear about it.
Mom, I got remarried.
What? Remarried? Oh dear! Oh my god, you did? Well, that's good. You want to enjoy your new married life, right? I know you don't want your mom to be around. If you're remarried with that young lady, I can stand to live alone for a while. Let's move in together around the time you have a child.
Why are you getting so excited all by yourself?
Because that lady suits you. Compared to that ex, it's like chalk and cheese.
Hey, I've never met that girl.
Huh?
It seems that you set up the blind date, but I heard she went to Germany for an overseas assignment 2 days before the date.
Really?
In other words, you're just being smug. Please don't bother everyone.
But I did it for your sake.
When you say it's for my sake, did you bully Caitlin because of my sake?
Huh?
If you thought I didn't know anything, you're too dumb. It's really sad that such a foolish person is my mother. And that even now that I've left, that foolishness hasn't changed at all.
Robert? What's wrong all of a sudden?
Yeah, right. Honestly, it seems no use to keep on complaining about it forever.
Seriously, what's wrong with you? You're not the kind of boy who would use that kind of language towards your mom, are you? Are you angry, perhaps?
Yes, I am angry. Let me get back to the topic. I remarried Caitlin.
Huh? Caitlin? Why her? You divorced her. Why would you remarry that no-good wife again?
Mom, you said she was a parasite. You said that before the divorce, and you said it now, again.
Yes, because she was being supported by you, but she pretended to be a novelist, and yet she stayed in her room and fantasized. She kept doing all that meaningless work over and over again. And the top of it, a trip to LA.
That LA trip. It was a book signing to celebrate the release of her new novel.
What? A book signing? What are you talking about?
Mom, did you forget what I do?
Well, you're an editor at a publishing company.
Yes, I told you when I introduced Caitlin to you. She's one of the authors I work with.
What?
That's why we started dating and got married. I'm sure I told you that, but I guess you didn't listen to me.
Really?
So, Caitlin was not pretending to be a novelist. She's a real novelist. And she's a best-selling author. Oh, and I saw her book on your bookshelf. The entire Dragon God Tale series.
What? She's the author of those books? That's not true. Her name is different.
When you work as a writer, you use a pen name.
Oh no, if that's the case, you should have told me sooner. My son's wife is a best-selling author. That sounds wonderful. I need to tell my friends right away.
It's too late.
What?
Mom, our divorce and remarriage is preparation to break off the relationship with you.
What?
I'm taking Caitlin's surname from now on.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? You are our child. You have to have the same surname as us. Even your dad has passed away, and he will be sad if you get a different surname.
I won't explain why this happened, but I'll tell you, this is all your fault.
Robert!
And Dad's family took over his grave.
Huh?
It's better to pass it to them instead of you who never visits his grave. Well, goodbye then.
Robert!
Robert has always been fed up with his selfish mother. He felt he had reached his limits when he found out how she was bullying me, and he was thinking about breaking off the relationship completely. And then about Linda. First she came to my parents' house suddenly, but they happened to be out of town. Next, she barged into Robert's workplace, but he looked down at her with an icy cold blank expression and asked, "Who are you?" This seemed to be a knockout to her. She left in a daze with a look of despair on her face. She is now living alone and lonely in an empty house. She has completely become lonely since her husband's grave was passed to his family, but she deserved it. Robert and I have a new house near my parents' house in a suburb in San Diego. We hope to continue to get along well with each other and build a happy and joyful family.
Caitlin, I have something important to tell you. It's really, really important. Please listen carefully. Are you ready?
What is it, Fiona? Don't be so formal.
Please don't make fun of me. I'm serious.
Oh, I see. Sorry. So, what is it? Something really important?
I heard you got divorced the other day.
Oh, yeah, yes I did.
That's very annoying.
Oh, that's an important story? I mean, why is it annoying?
Actually, my husband and I and your father were talking about moving in together at your parents' house. Your room is vacant, so I was asked to use it as my room. Matt would go back to his room where he used to stay.
Oh, really?
But you got divorced. If you live there, there will be no room for me. So I don't want you to come back to your parents' house. I will be kicked out, so please don't make it happen, Caitlin.
I have no plans to come back to that house.
Huh?
I'm divorced from my husband, and it's only temporary.
What do you mean? What do you mean by temporary divorce?
There was a bit of a mess with my husband's mother. In order to get rid of her, we decided to get divorced and remarried. My husband would join my family and take our surname. We've moved and got a new house, so you don't have to worry about me moving in.
Oh, I see. I've lost my mind worrying about it. If that's the case, it's fine. My husband and I and your father will live happily together.
Also, my father won't be living with you guys either.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you that's what has been decided.
Please don't make jokes.
I'm not joking. I'm being serious from the bottom of my heart.
What? How do you know that your father won't live with us?
The house where he used to live, I mean my parents' house, has been put up for the sale.
Huh?
He started living in a new house with us after we divorced and married.
What?
My mother passed away 2 years ago, and I was worried about letting him live alone all the time. So he decided to take this opportunity to move in with us.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Are you treating me like an outcast just because I'm your brother's wife? Isn't that awful?
Fiona, do you think I didn't know anything?
About what?
Matt, he quit his job, didn't he?
What? I thought he kept it a secret.
I probably never told you this, but my husband's friend is the president of Matt's former company.
Then...
I heard that he was taking office equipment and making them his personal items, and skipping work at a cafe when he was out of the office, bullying and injuring the company's newbies. It seems like he was fired because of that.
Caitlin, that's not true.
What? Did I say something that's not true? You guys are both unemployed and have no money to live on. So you've decided to force my father to move in to get his retirement benefits. Tonight was the night you decided to move in, right?
How did you even get all those details? I was so careful not to let anyone know about it.
It seems like Matt was leaking it out like he was doing good at it. He said now he can live comfortably on his dad's money. If you were so careful not to leak anything, you should have covered his mouth first.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, Matt's friend thought it was a bad idea and let me know.
Then please let us live in at your new house.
Why would I do that?
We've already taken the necessary procedures to move out of our apartment. We won't have a place to live by the end of the month.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Why not? It's a big deal that your lovely brother and his wife might end up on the street. Are you okay with us becoming homeless?
Huh? Lovely? Matt and you? You have to be kidding me.
Caitlin?
Have you guys forgotten what you did to me and my father? The way you wore my wedding dress for cosplay and ripped it to shreds. You cut my mother's jewelry, a memento of hers, and remade something. You also sold off my father's collection without permission. The total damage was about to be $10,000.
I apologized for those, didn't I?
I said I wouldn't forgive you if you didn't let them go back in original condition. You haven't returned anything, have you?
Because I can't give them back, so no choice. I don't have $10,000 to pay you.
Then you would understand there is no reason for us to forgive you, right? That's why I've decided to break off our relationship. You'd better do something with your lazy way of thinking about life and get a real job. My father and Fiona did whatever they wanted to take advantage of my father's shock at losing his wife. In order to save my father from such a situation, we decided to take this action to settle the matter together with the mess with my mother-in-law. Later on, I heard from someone that Fiona was furious with Matt for leaking the plan of living with my father. After a big argument with things flying around, they ended up divorcing. I have not been able to ask him about the details of what happened to them after the divorce, but it seems that they lost a lot of friends because of this incident. I heard Matt works day labor and Fiona became a stripper. Well, they chose to work and live by themselves instead of being parasites, so I am sure it was a good decision for me to break off the relationship with both of them.